I need to share something with you guys today that, when I first heard it, immediately began to shift my perspective. This is a framing for life that is so powerful. I truly believe if you apply it, you will begin to see results almost immediately. When I first heard this idea, it was like an aha moment for me, where it resonated with me so deeply that I knew there was a wisdom to it, that this was the way the men of old, the people of old, before this messed up, degenerate modern world came about, used to live. And this is the idea that we must begin to prioritize making ourselves proud over making ourselves happy. And you see, everyone these days seems to be chasing happiness. I just want to be happy. Do what makes you happy. Don't worry, be happy. We see this all over the place, so many times, so often, day in and day out. And we try our best to find happiness. We pursue it like some elusive fairy almost. Everyone just wants to be happy. But it seems these days that fewer and fewer people really are. So why is this? I think that, once again, you'll come to find that this emphasis on happiness above everything else is just another contemporary lie that sounds good on paper, that you want to believe, right? But in practice, doesn't really seem to be effective. You can spend all day chasing happiness, shooting drugs into your veins, watching crazier and crazier pornographic videos, shoveling more high-calorie foods down your mouth, sleeping in late, giving yourself all these days off, all this treating yourself right. But at the end of the day, it just seems to be leaving you feeling hollow, doesn't it? You see, I think we need to become acquainted with the idea of the soul, the subconscious mind, whatever you want to call it. You know, it's this part of yourself that is deep inside you, that no matter how cleverly you try to fool it, no matter what lies you try to tell yourself, it knows when you're doing the right thing and when you're doing the wrong thing. It knows your real intention almost better than you do, right? And if you take the time to get in tune with it, you see that it's going to tell you what the right thing to do is and what the wrong thing to do is. The only problem is it's oftentimes not the thing you want to hear. We need to begin listening to the soul more, that part of you that will tell you you should go train even though you're tired and you just want to sit around watching videos, the part of you that tries to get you to wake up early even when it's uncomfortable, the part of you that is trying to orient you towards a higher purpose that you keep ignoring, right? It's like I'm creating this video right now, right? And for some reason, I'm a little tired. But you know what? I need to make a video for you guys, right? I need to make it happen. I'd really love to just lay around and do nothing today, but I'm not letting it happen. I'm taking this step back and saying, you know what? I got a good night's sleep last night. You know, I have a working computer. I have internet. I can type. Let's make this thing happen. And when it's all said and done, when I've done the work, even though I feel a little tired maybe, when I force myself almost into this flow state that I need to get into just by putting it in front of me, when I do all that, when I complete what I know I need to complete, at the end of the day, I know that I'm going to feel proud for having done it. I'm going to feel better for having done it. And this is the mindset we need to begin to adopt. We need to start to think that, okay, maybe I'll go through some pain. Maybe I'll be going through some discomfort. Maybe I'll have a full day of training, and at the end of it, I'll be bruised and battered. But you know what? At the end of it all, I'm going to sleep damn good. I've done the thing that my soul has called me to do, right? And I'm starting to think that that is just more important than just feeding the lizard part of your brain all the time. The part that just says, like, I want to sleep, I'm scared, stay home, don't go out, don't talk to anyone, I want to jerk off, show me porn. You know, that part of yourself. The more we can defeat that lizard brain part of ourselves and empower the soul part of ourselves, I believe the more deep peace of mind we create for ourselves. This type of lifestyle orients us towards a higher calling, and when all is said and done, even if you're tired, even if you've been beaten up, you're going to sleep soundly, knowing that you're doing the real work that you were brought here to do, right? And here's the thing. I've talked about this before in the past, but you're really not giving up any pleasure in the long run by refusing to feed that lizard part of your brain, because while these short-term pleasure activities may seem very alluring and fun and pleasurable, you start to create this hollow feeling inside yourself that ultimately is not a great feeling. The ironic thing is that you will likely live a more pleasurable life when it's all said and done if you aren't chasing pleasure, because chasing pleasure usually just ensures you wind up a degenerate, and degenerates usually miss out on a lot of the really great things in life. If you chase the things that your soul is calling for, though, even if you have more days that are long and hard, you'll find this life you create is actually more of the kind of life you want, right? You get in shape, you start a business, you train, you get good at something, you get out there, you socialize, all these things that might seem hard and scary, but you do them anyway, and you realize, these are the things that are creating a better life for you, and this is going to be the thing that ultimately leads you to the fun, real life you want. That so many people are just choosing to try and falsely replicate through these different vices that they have, right? It's like you can go out and get a real girlfriend, or you can have a fake one on the computer screen. You can go out and do something exciting that's going to invigorate you, or you can just do drugs and, get the excitement that way. You can start a business and you can endure the hardship that comes with it, or you can just do it the easy way and play like a business simulator video game or something that's ultimately, it might be easier, right? But then even if you do get good at it, it's fake money. You succeeded, but you have nothing to show for it. You see what I'm saying is, like, I guess you could sum it up like this, like, everything is going to kill you, so you might as well choose something fun. You might as well choose something real, right? You're not going to escape death and discomfort by sitting around at home tucked away from society all day, pretending you're like a crime lord in GTA. You're going to have a little temporary fun in the game, but then one day your power goes out, the computer shuts off, and you look around your room and it's messy, and you don't actually have any cash, you don't have any cool cars, you don't have a bunch of girls, you just have a dingy mom's basement, maybe an apartment or something, whatever it is. You're just pretending. And I'm just at this point where I'm done pretending, right? I think a lot of people who know me in real life, they've kind of noticed I'm making a lot of changes. I'm not playing every new video game that comes out anymore. I'm not watching every new Marvel movie, every new Star Wars movie, right? I actually do try to still play the good stuff. I got Armored Core. That's pretty cool, right? I watch the good stuff. If something's really amazing, I'm going to check it out. Like stuff that I really want to. But I'm not just trying to get in this habit of watching everything that comes out just because, like, that's part of who I am. I'm the guy that has to watch all the shows. I'm the guy that has to play all the games. And for the most part, I've taken a huge step back because I'm starting to just hit this point in my life where I'm looking at my real life more, and I'm just trying to take an honest look at things. And it's like, what are we doing here, guys? What are we doing here? This short-term nonsense. I don't think it's making us happy. I want something real, right? I want like real girlfriends. I want real cars. I want real money. I want real stuff in the real world. And it takes real work to make that happen, right? And so many people, they put in minimal work, just enough to stay alive. And then they go and they just sort of feed that lizard brain. And they pretend through all this synthetic virtual stuff, they pretend their lives aren't garbage. And I'm tired of it. I'm ready to go on a crusade almost. It's like if I have to sacrifice myself to create the life I want, if I have to work all day, put myself out there, let people whatever make fun of me, it's like I'm just starting to feel like, why not? What else is there to do? If I have to wake up early every day and work hard until I'm tired as hell and just do it over and over again, if that's what it takes to fulfill my soul's mission, if that's what it takes to get the things that I actually want from life, then it's like, why not? Otherwise, we just go on pretending. And I think this is just really hard for people to accept at the end of the day, right? Because they know that they are so far from the life that they actually want. They know that they have this mountain of work in front of them. And even if they do begin to climb now, perhaps they would never reach the top. Perhaps they would die along the way. And they would have to spend all this time climbing, right, when they could have just stayed at the bottom on the computer and just pretended they were on the top. But I think the pretending is just not working anymore. So this is what I say. We must begin to live each day, no longer for just happiness, but to make ourselves proud. And the way we do that is to begin to climb that mountain. And it's along the way, even on the days where our bodies are tired and bruised and battered, that we are going to experience the true happiness that we spend so much of our time unsuccessfully trying to emulate. And that's it for the video today, guys. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, if you'd like to support this small upstart of a channel, just please like and subscribe, and please leave a comment. It all makes the video much more powerful so that it can go out and reach a lot more people. So whatever you have on your mind, anything at all, just give me a little feedback. And I'm also trying to grow my X account. Just straight up, I'll tell you, I'd like more followers on X. It's a lot more fun when people follow you and you're not just Xing, posting, whatever, out into the void. So there's a link in the description to that. And just please follow me on there. We can kind of hang out over there as well if you enjoy my videos here and you just kind of want to hang out with me on a different platform. It'd be cool to get some followers over there. So please do that as well if you'd like to support me. So, all right, guys, that's it. I appreciate you so much for listening, and I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.